So domestic violence is still the most prevalent form of violence against women, not only in the Philippines but also in Asia Pacific.
When I was 11 years old, my father sold me.
In Nepal, they are more facing domestic violence because of the dowry system and because of their cultural norms.
For example, in Papua New Guinea, most of there is a practice of bride price. So the women's value is attached to the price paid to her family at marriage. And because of this, most of the husbands or partners now think that they have the right to harm the wife because they have bought them.
My husband was 45 years old. He was blind.
In China, domestic violence takes place daily, but people do not realize the seriousness of this issue.
It tells us that we cannot have and we cannot hope to have a safe society without violence if we don't have the safe home for a woman.
They beat me and tortured me. I was forced to work in the field.
Some women use violence to resist or defend themselves when they cannot tolerate the violence anymore. In some prisons, you will find many women prisoners also are victims of domestic violence who have defended themselves against domestic violence and now serve a prison sentence.
I couldn't take it anymore. I ran away to my parents' home.
And we have successfully framed domestic violence as a form of violation of women's human rights. It is directly connected to gender discrimination. But what we have not done is actually address the culture of patriarchy that is embedded in customs, traditions, in the belief and value system at the community level to address violence against women. So what happens is that we have laws and international standards in place, but you have communities that are still operating in a male-dominated value system that still considers, to a large extent, violence against women as justified in the, by culture or tradition.
The men, they can have as many as they can. And they used to make the first and the second wife when they feel upset, and they used to cause domestic violence just because of the polygamy marriages.
Other marginalized groups, LGBTI people and then women with disabilities, they are facing more domestic violence in the community.
We have to speak up about the violence. We have to let women know that we are not silent about their lives and that we see what is going on. Because the fact that we have to talk about it, that we have to speak up, says that it is the responsibility of all of us. It is not nobody's responsibility. It is not a private thing. It is not something that needs to stay within four walls. It has to go out from the family. It has to become, and because it is the part of the society.
We have to work continuously to change this culture if we want to be successful in addressing violence against women.